Hey everybody, just wanted to show you some progress I made on the SketchUp program. I've just got a few items on here, like a generator and my batteries, and I'm trying to find the best location for everything. It's a really tight space with everything I've got in here. Also wanted to look at using window air conditioner. They're so inexpensive and efficient. I wanted to see if I could get away with using one of those instead of a rooftop air conditioner. The smallest one in like a Home Depot or Lowe's, it's I think it's 5,000 BTU, and it only draws 4.8 amps, and I think it's 500 watts. So that's very low energy consumption. I could use this a little Honda portable generator, a 2000 EU, I think, to run it. And maybe even be able to, if I had enough batteries, I could possibly run it off the batteries for a short period of time during the day. Also intend on adding solar, maybe. But this is the actual mattress that I purchased. It's a king size memory foam mattress from IKEA. And one problem is it's really thick, which I don't really want to cut it down because I like how thick it is. It's a couple of layers of foam, and the top layer is memory foam, so I really don't want to reduce the size of that, but it eats up so much valuable space. You could have more space underneath the bed to store things with. I've actually purchased these windows also. I may have gotten too large a window. I don't know. I want to make sure that it's well insulated, and keep the hot and the cold in, and also want to keep it kind of stealth. But these are the actual size of the windows that I purchased. They're also the frameless windows, so they ought to look pretty decent on there. I just hope they seal up well. The boxes I have below here, these are actually the same sizes that are in storable luggage, or like carry-on luggage for an airplane. And I wanted to see if I can create a space where I could store everything. It's probably going to go underneath the bed. That's probably going to be the only place I have a space for it. But the bed I want to keep low enough where you can actually, if I cut out the center of it and make kind of like a dinette, I want to be able to sit on it and then use the cushions that are in the middle on the side for backrest. But this is the progress I've made so far, and I'm still debating on the door. I know I need some kind of access, but if that door wasn't there, I would have a lot more storage space and maybe room for a refrigerator, and it's still in the planning stages. Definitely want to have a small microwave. No propane on this unit. And another problem I have is the wheel wells, which I haven't drawn in here yet. They take up about 6 inches of space right underneath the bed, so that eats up a big chunk of space there. I've been looking at freshwater tank sizes, and the only thing I think I can get to fit would probably be about a 16-gallon underneath the bed right next to where the shower is. So that's not a whole lot of fresh water, but then again, I'm only going to use this for 1 to 3 nights of boondocking, and that's probably the most. And that also means I have to have a holding tank of at least that size. And that's a whole nother thing in itself. The only space I could put it outboard of where the shower is, but there's a rail that runs right underneath where the shower is. And I could put it on the outside of the rail, but the drain for the shower is on the inside. I do have some room right next to where the frame rail is and where the drive shaft is, and it's about 17 inches wide. About 38 inches long, so I'm going to have to find some kind of gray water tank to go in there. And I won't need a black water tank since I'm going to use the cartridge, the Ford toilet system. So that's about all the progress I've made so far. Another thing I have to contemplate or look at is having closing up the back end. I'd like to leave the bottom maybe for storage space. I'm thinking about maybe getting a bed rail truck box put there so that you can just open it and access storage space. Also need to be able to access the batteries, and I wanted to put the generator underneath the bed, but the problem with doing that, it raises the bed up so high that it'll be up near the windows, so it'll really throw everything off. If I like it the way I have it set right now, but things will probably change when I start cutting or placing. I think I want to purchase most of the items before I build the bed or dinette frame, so I can adjust where everything needs to fit. If you have any ideas or suggestions for me, please feel free to comment below, and subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my progress. I sure would appreciate it.